So you're planning to go on a road trip and you're taking your motorcycle. Hey, I'm here to help you guys because there's a few essentials that you really need to take with you. And in this video from the Biker Crew UAE, I'm going to run you through all of those things. Now, we're going to start with essentials. There's one thing you absolutely need, which is a helmet. Now, I use my Rafah 90S HJC, the carbon blue, because I already have it set up with a Senna. Now, if you don't already have a Senna or a Cardo or something of that sort, it is essential that you do because it's going to tap into your phone, it's going to give you access to music and keep you entertained on the trip. Next up, a pair of gloves. Depending on where you're going, you either want leather, you want mesh, you want a combination of both, or you even want the rainproof. So choose a pair of gloves that fits you really well, because if you're spending a lot of time in the saddle, these are going to make your hands feel infinitely more comfortable than something that pinches your skin. Good pair of gloves. A balaclava. Now, this is more of a choice whether you want to wear it or not, but usually I find it keeps me nice and snug, especially if you're riding in places which are a little colder than usual, or places like the UAE where there's a fair bit of dust. A balaclava, very helpful. Next up is a jacket. Now, there's a wide variety of riding jackets, so it comes down to your choice really, but in essential, a good mesh or textile jacket with all the adequate protection is what you need. Now, a lot of jackets come inbuilt with either a thermal liner or a rainproof liner. Now, it depends on where you're going as well, because if you're going somewhere cold, you probably want that thermal liner. However, if you're going somewhere where it rains, you want the rainproof. So your call on that one, but please do take a good jacket with you. If you've got a jacket, you want a good pair of riding trousers, and your choice again, mesh or leather, depending on where you're going. Some people do ride in jeans, Kevlar jeans as well. I've done it once before. I can tell you, I'm not doing that again. Alright, I'm sticking to a good pair of riding trousers, because those jeans, after a few hundred kilometers, they are not as comfortable as they seem. So please do get a good pair of riding trousers with, of course, all the adequate protection that you could possibly need on your trip. We're moving down the line here, and you need a good pair of boots. Now, these are my leather boots, the leather shorties, and they are very useful. However, if you're going somewhere where it's going to rain a lot, you probably want over boots to put over this and rain gear to put over your jacket and trousers. Or you need a set of enduro boots which have the Gore-Tex, and then you don't need the overboots. But that's your call, but do wear a pair of boots, very important. Now we're getting into the realm of a few accessories. We've already spoken about the safety gear. Now, I do carry a tank bag. It's helpful. It's got a lot of space to put any valuables or anything you might need to just get your hands on without getting into your bag. This one in particular has a clear see-through area where you can put your phone in case you don't want to use a RAM mount or a phone holder on your phone, on your bike. Part 2. Since you are traveling on a bike, you're gonna need a backpack. Now, you could also use panniers and tank bags and everything else, but if you're doing let's say you're going to another country and you just want to carry something very simple in a backpack and be able to strap that onto your bike. Something nice and big like this one, which is my Jack Wolfskin, and it has come with me all over the world, from the Himalayas to Africa to Thailand, US, everywhere. Very handy because it does come inbuilt with its very own raincoat. And this helps, believe me, it does help when you've got dust or you have rain or anything else. It's going to keep your backpack nice and safe and dry. So a really good backpack is a good suggestion. But you're going to need a way to secure your backpack to your bike. And in that case, you're going to need a whole bunch of bungee cords. Now, I also do carry a cargo net, and if you're wondering why, it's simply because you've got that raincoat, well, I have that raincoat on my backpack, and while the bungee cord secures your backpack to the bike, it doesn't really do anything about the raincoat, and that's where the cargo net comes in handy, because that's going to secure that raincoat to the bike. I've spoken about all the essentials that you need for this trip. Your helmet and safety gear and everything else. However, there's something else which is equally important, and that, folks, is documentation. You're gonna have to carry your driver's license, another form of ID of some sort, and now this is something I usually carry because I do travel abroad and we ride abroad. As a person living in Dubai, my Dubai license is pretty much valid almost everywhere. But just to be safe, I carry that. It's an international driving permit, and basically it just tells any law enforcement agency that you have permission to be on their roads. So if you are planning a trip abroad, do carry one of these, especially if, well, even if your license is valid everywhere, it's still really cool to carry one of these. It helps. The next few things is more of an aesthetic than anything else. Earplugs, for example. Now these are rated to about 33 decibels or something of the sort, and they keep it nice and quiet and snug in your helmet, but still allows you to listen to what's going on the road. So just an aesthetic thing. I use it. If you don't, try it out. We all have smartphones. We've got GoPros and Insta360s and a whole bunch of tech that needs to be charged. So I carry a power bank, and I carry this one which is solar powered, so I hang it on the backpack or on the bike somewhere where it can get a whole bunch of sun and charge as I ride along. So if you don't have one of these and you're doing a lot of road trips, might be a good use. Well, tell you what, check it out before you get it, but I use it and I love it. It comes everywhere with me. Well, that's about all for now. So I do hope this has given you a little bit of insight, and I'll try to do something else a little later on to give you more insight about what you need to do on a road trip. So thanks for watching. As always, ride safe. I'll see you on the road.